7:30 in the morning on Monday, May 12th. I'm pretty sure Steve Bannon just threatened the new pope. Longtime President Donald Trump ally Steve Bannon is no fan of newly elected Pope Leo XIV and has an ominous message for him. According to Newsweek, Bannon said of the new pope, "It is shocking to me that a guy could be elected to be the pope that had the Twitter feed and the statements he's had against American senior politicians, and that there will definitely be friction between the new pope and Steve Bannon." That doesn't sound gay at all. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Bannon referenced Trump's rocky relationship with Leo's predecessor, Pope Francis, who was widely regarded as one of the most progressive modern popes and was frequently critical of anti-immigrant movements. Indeed, Bannon himself sought to undermine Francis's influence in America by elevating an ultra-right-wing cardinal, Raymond Burke. Burke himself clashed with Francis on many issues, including the extent of LGBTQ acceptance within the church, and was demoted and stripped of various church benefits under Francis's leadership. Right off the bat, I'm not seeing any comments in this article about how Steve Bannon feels about the Catholic Church being a 2,000-year-old child sex trafficking operation on a global scale. I'm sure that was probably buried further in the article. Let's see, Leo's the first American pope in history. Already a handful of pro-Trump activists have begun to attack him in anticipation of a continuation of Francis's policies and an adversarial relationship with the president. Remember, Pope Francis and Pope Leo both hate J.D. Vance. Can you imagine converting to Catholicism in your adult life, having the chance to meet the Pope, and that Pope thinks you're a dick, and then that Pope dies, and then the next guy who becomes Pope, he thinks you're a dick too? I would wager there are not many Catholics on the planet who can say, yes, there have been 2 consecutive popes who think I'm an asshole. Congrats, J.D. Vance. Remember, President Trump was not shy about taking a shot at Pope Francis, said Bannon. So if this pope, which he will do, tries to come between President Trump and his implementation of the mass deportation programs, I would stand by. Where have we heard that phrase before? Stand back and stand by. I mean, is Steve Bannon really going to send the Proud Boys after Pope Leo XIV? The Proud Boys, who are no longer able to use their logo or merchandise because they lost all of the rights to those things to a black church in Washington, D.C. in the course of a civil suit. Yeah, they no longer control their name, their logo, or any of their artwork, and can't sell any of their merchandise because they lost the rights to do that to a black church in Washington, D.C. Have a great Monday.